All right, I am at Bentztown. What's it? South Benz?
6 South Bench Street.
6 South Benz Street. Beautiful. If you've not been here, you've missed out a whole year of fun. I'm with Greg Brown, one of the owners here. How are you?
Doing really well.
Yes,
Very well.
I love it. I love it. Bentztown, 1 year.
1 year.
I'm
seems
sure
like,
at times it feels like 10 years.
It might feel like 10 on some days, but hopefully today it doesn't feel like 10.
I know. No, it's really what an asset to the Frederick community. And you guys have really kind of just let the market kind of decide what happens here, which I love. Like the community of people who support you are kind of driving what you guys are doing. And is that hard as a business owner?
I think number one, I would say that, we're happy to still be here in a year. But most importantly, number two, I think, our thanks goes out to the community because, without that support,
sure.
I don't think any business can exist without the support of the community. And that goes both ways. So we're excited to be here. We obviously knew when we opened, we had, they had a few challenges, right? There was, the parking, a 2-block walk on Market Street is apparently feels a lot longer when you go from the Patrick Street garage to Bentztown. So, working through that. But I think, so much about the success of any business in a restaurant is, it's the team. It really comes down to the team and, how our guests and our community feel when they're here.
Yeah.
And I think that, at least from the feedback I've received and the reviews that we have, I think that, we're doing a pretty good job with that. And I think that's a component of culture and who we are. And so I think we continue down that path and, the business continues to build momentum and ultimately it's on us. The better we do, the better we'll be for the community and the better we'll do with our guests. Yeah,
it says really that give and get and kind of it all works in that great circle. One of the great things is you're listening to the feedback, and I think that's so important sometimes. And it's hard because when you start a business, you're in your space and you have your ideas, and sometimes the market agrees with it and sometimes it doesn't much. But it's really great when you can kind of open yourself up and go, okay, well, let's try something else. You guys have done line dancing. You have a lot of really regular things now that I think people are catching on to, which is great, as well as a great menu and an amazing bar, especially for bourbon lovers. Yep. That is here too. The crushes all night on Friday, my personal favorite. One of the best grapefruit crushes, I think, in Frederick. So that's really handy too. What else do you guys have coming up that you're really looking to kind of forge?
So some might say, why are we having the first anniversary on a Tuesday? Because those that patron us frequently would know that we're generally closed on Tuesday. But effective today, just based on demand and guest feedback, we're opening on Tuesday.
Oh,
so that's cool.
That's a big one.
We always like to, with where we are, it's important that folks want to come here and see us as a destination. And so we're always saying, we're open and happy hour and. I'm told that I can't give specifics, and I want to kind of save a little bit of that for the folks that come today between 3 and 4 o'clock for the announcement. But you've seen some teasing on social media. But Tuesday is going to be coined Bentztown Live.
Okay.
And so I'll let people kind of put the pieces together with that. But I'll say
I'll share more after.
If you think you've got some vocal game and maybe a competitive spirit,
I love it.
I would encourage you to roll in here around, roll in here anytime on Tuesday, but specific to the main event, come in around 7 o'clock and see what we have going on.
That's exciting.
Tuesday. So basically,
are you going to get up there and?
Well, I don't know what we're doing. It's just Bentztown Live.
I mean, are you going to? Yeah.
I might do a little bit. I'm afraid if I don't want to make people leave. So, there's always that challenge. And my understanding with the guys that we're working with, I do believe this is going to be a very engaging,
awesome
activity. So if you're not very good, you might know it. And if you're really good, you might also know it.
I love that.
So Tuesday, there's going to be we've got some really cool stuff happening. Obviously, Wednesday is the line dancing.
Yeah.
That's been a huge hit.
Huge hit.
Thursday, we've got bluegrass going on. And then Friday and Saturday is It's a mix of live music, and we've created a really, really nice relationship with Benefactor. And they do a lot. We do a lot of themed, themed DJ nights.
Yeah.
So you'll see a lot of advertising for different themes that we're doing. And then Sunday, I mean, we kind of coined Sunday as it's a free for all. So most know we've done dueling pianos here. It was a huge success.
I saw you just announced one coming October, I think it is.
Yeah, another one. And we just did a jazz brunch over the weekend. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
people loved it. And so I think you'll see a little bit more activation happening on Sunday. Obviously, Saturday and Sunday, we have a fantastic brunch.
Yeah.
In addition to that, Sunday afternoon and going into Monday, we're going to be focusing on like a fried chicken Sunday supper.
Oh.
So as a nod to the South, we have, and I give a shout out to our culinary team. I probably put on maybe a few pounds. We've been doing a lot of experimentation with fried chicken.
I love it.
And so that's going to be a family style opportunity, which I think is a perfect fit as you're kind of winding down the week on Sunday. And then we're going to have to-go buckets. Like, I don't know who you are, but I'm still one of those. A few times a year, you're definitely going to find me with a bucket full of KFC chicken.
I love it.
Or Popeye's chicken. And so I think we can do a little bit of that here out of Bentztown for folks. And then, so everything that we're doing, I mean, it kind of goes back to the initial strategy and vision for the business, which started in Nashville, Lower Broadway. So, we want people to see and experience Bentztown as being, programmed and activated.
Yeah.
So come here for a great dining experience, beverage experience, but we want you to have something else.
Yeah.
And so that's the track, that was the track we started with, and we're continuing down that path.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, and that's the greatest thing too. You've never veered off of the original idea. It's just kind of changing the ways some of those elements may work together, which is awesome. It's really great. Come down to Bentztown anytime now, including Tuesdays, and go to their socials. Keep up with what they're doing. And we always add all their events to our Everything Frederick calendar, and we talk about it every single day on the show. It's one of the greatest places just outside downtown Frederick. A couple of steps, you can do it, right?
2-minute walk.
2-minute walk. They've
from the
timed
closest parking garage.
They've timed. I have never not gotten parking though on the street. I gotta say,
you can get parking.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as what some might have claimed out of the gate.
That's right. All right. Go to Bentztown. Find out more. I've got the website on screen for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dani.
Thank you for being a part of Frederick, though, and really investing and committing to Bentztown. I think it's a really, really great thing. Appreciate you.
And I would thank Frederick. Thank you, Frederick, for having us.
Yeah.
So.
Awesome.